Eater.
That's all right though, he ain't bad.
No.
I'll tell you what, today on the G3 Sportsman, we're down here with Uncle Bill, and we're gonna be catching crappie on structure, but not the kind of structure you're thinking. A new kind of structure. What do you say, Bill? Does it work?
It's working. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon.
You'll want to watch this right here. This is going to be a show you're not going to want to miss right here. Boy, now doubling up. I lost him.
Give me my fish.
He fell off.
That thing pulled twice as hard as a silver.
Look at this catfish.
Oh, you got to catch one.
Nice fish. Thank you, fish.
That's what I'm talking about. Get you some of that.
The G3 Sportsman is presented by Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
It does work. And you can catch crappie like this. You can eat.
We always like experimenting with new stuff, there's no doubt. But sometimes there comes along a product that you just say, this thing may be too good to be true. Well, this one is one of those products right here. It's good, and it's true, you can catch fish. You know, fishermen all over the world are trying to gain an edge when it comes to catching fish. Now, manufacturers, they know this too, so they're always trying to come up with new baits, new colors, new ideas, new apparatuses, new applications to make the fishermen more successful. But there are a few that come along that really revolutionize fishing. Now, here a while back, you've seen us, we're starting to promote a product just like this that has come through that we wanted to go out and try and see, and it actually worked. And that's these longer life bait buckets. You know, really, they're gonna revolutionize live bait fishing because they actually work. Now, let's take crappie fishing for instance. You know, that's one of the biggest sport fish out there that people go after. I know largemouth bass, that's still #1, but I'm gonna tell you something, crappie fishing is right up there, and that's the one show that I always get the most comments on. Do some more crappie fishing. You know, try to help us become better crappie fishermen. Well, on today's G3 Sportsman, we've got a product out here that I think is really gonna help us in catching more crappie. This product that we've got today is called MossBack Fish Rack. It was created by David King around Beaver Lake, Arkansas, and I really do believe that we're onto something here.
I love this because I love to crappie fish, and I know how much crappie love vertical standing timber with limbs on it. And so we have really mimicked that with this product right here. One of the things that our limbs have is this real rough edge here, and algae, the ones that we've had out just after a few months, the algae really starts to stick to that. This rough surface gives them something to kind of, that algae to kind of get a foothold in. And one of the things that I found is through some of the other making them out of smooth product myself, out of smooth pipe and things like that, that any kind of current or even moving the product, a lot of times that kind of dislodges the algae. So this, it really locks in and holds into these branches real well.
I'm gonna try a new bait right here. These little reel sticks, power bait. They look just like a minnow. Got great little action on them. And that's what I've got on here. I'm gonna start out with. Let's see, you can just see it's just a little old 16th ounce head on there. Got good little action on that tail. I'm all fluger today. Got the little President right here. Got the little fluger razor tip rod. This is a crappie catching dude here. This is a little size 25. Smooth as butter. Good little rig. Now we're gonna see if we can catch a crappie on this MossBack rack crappie tree.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Found him?
Whoop. Whoop.
First crappie from Mossback Rack.
There they are, right there.
Well, we know it works. How about that? How about that? That's what I'm talking about.
Open that little lid right there. That's what you and Stanley do well.
Very nice.
I'll have to tell you right now, I'm amazed.
Well, now don't get too amazed. It ain't but
Well,
one.
I'm amazed that they won there. I really am. I've never used anything artificial like that. So,
And look at here. I'm sitting here talking
look at me.
and found me a crappie.
That bad boy in the box, and let's go.
How about that? Crappie time.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Little male crappie.
Whoa.
They've been out here an extra couple of days.
Oh, look at this one.
Man, what a crappie, Bill. Goodness gracious.
I ain't messing with no little bitty fish. Look at
Son.
that doggone thing.
Put that big old hand up there next to it.
That one of them Bigfoot crappie there. Look at that crappie.
That is a bigot. That's a good one, Bill.
Oh, my lid, I'm busy.
Well, man,
You ain't done nothing.
well, you keep your rod right there.
Well,
I had one on while I'm trying to get your fish.
It's Gator tough, strong enough. Keeps on going when the going gets rough. Gator tough, strong enough. Everything you need. Summer, spring, winter, fall. G3 lets you do it all. There's nothing like a Gator Tough G3. No, there's nothing like a Gator Tough G3.
Visit G3Boats.com to find your nearest G3 and Yamaha outboard motor dealer.
You know, sometimes you just gotta think outside the box. Fiocchi, what's your game?
Should have gone to O'Reilly. With more than 100,000 parts, we've got the right part to get you going. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices.
Yamaha's new VMAX SHO absolutely shatters my idea of what a four-stroke could do.
That's why Dave is crazy for the new VMAX SHO. It's the first four-stroke that outperforms two-strokes. Yamaha reliability, incredible fuel economy, and a throttle response that puts two-strokes to shame.
The game has changed. The reign of two-stroke power in the bass world is over.
Visit discovervmaxsho.com to learn about the new VMAX SHO and register for a demo.
This portion of the G3 Sportsman is brought to you by G3 Boats, a great catch, O'Reilly Auto Parts, the professional parts people, and Fiocchi Ammunition. What's your game? You know, anything that deals with crappie fishing, I go immediately to Uncle Bill. I call him up and say, hey, Uncle Bill, I got such and such right here. What do you think about it? Well, right off the bat, he's gonna say, I think it ain't nothing, it'll never work or whatnot. So I know that if a product goes through his hands and he gives it the old thumbs up, then I know that it's a good product.
You know, I'm not too big on these fancy little gadgets and fads and what have you. First one thing or another that people are offering, that people always calling. But the more I talked with David about this MossBack fish rack, I got curious about not being able to hang up on it. Lord, I wanted to try it. So we got him down here, we put it in the water, and I just think maybe this boy's got something here. We fished off of it, we caught fish in a short amount of time, and I'm really impressed with this product.
Like I said, this buoy in there just isn't an exact science, so it's right there close. And the good thing about these racks, you don't get hung up in them. And so even if you go down there and try to feel on them or whatever, don't worry about it, because you actually won't get hung up in them as bad as you would a real tree. This is what every crappie fisherman loves right here, having their own structure out there, being able to come to their favorite spots out there and catch crappie. I mean, there's a lot of different artificial trees out there on the market, and you know, and people have made their own and all that.
Well,
but I'm telling you, this is new and improved right here, and this is really good stuff.
I started thinking about what could I make that would be better and different. And so just through the evolution of all that, I came up with the product, MossBack fish racks. And this final product today, it's all made out of recycled plastic. I've had them under my dock, I've had them in the lake, and I've just seen some great results.
You know, to start out with, we had to get some of these MossBack racks in the water. And so David and Uncle Bill goes out and they put out a couple, 3 trees, and then the whole idea was me and Bill were going to go out the next day and to actually see if there was crappie on it.
What we're going to do now is we're going to put this together, and we're going to just ease it off in the water.
Right. We do have just a 5-footer available, but then we also have a 10-foot product where 2 will fit together to either give you 10 feet vertically, or now that we've got us a base or a way to stand it up, that'll give us a horizontal and a vertical application. So we've already got this 5-footer put together here. Let me show you here something that you can kind of do that's kind of nice, and just lay it on the side of your boat like that. You don't have to worry about it scratching or anything. And
you don't know me though, I'll knock it off.
Well, we'll grab it before it goes, but that's a nice thing. If you do go and put them together, you know, on the bank or on a dock, you can kind of just lay them on the side of your boat and get out to where you're going.
What I like about it, it's easy to put together. Even I can do it.
I like to call it a cedar tree in a box.
Right.
But
you think is it better start from the bottom?
Well, since it's already in a base, it really doesn't matter. I usually start in the middle and then kind of just flip them over.
Work the way around.
Yeah, as you can see there, you just get it started, and it'll go right through to the other side. If you do get one that's a little loose or a little tight, you can always kind of just squeeze on these ends.
Right.
And you can adjust these any way you want. If you need more room on one side, you can push them all to one end.
It doesn't really matter.
But it takes, it takes about 3 minutes to put a 5-foot section together. Well, you don't have to have any glue or any tools or anything like that. You just...
And them little holes right there, you can look through and see what you're doing.
You can, and those are for the bait fish to get in and hide. There you go, sir. As you can see, it's easy to handle. This top weighs about 19 pounds, so if you were sitting here trying to lug a cedar tree around and all that, you'd be having a heck of a time, plus a pretty good mess in your boat. We got our 2 pieces stuck together here, and we got a mark on this other side. We marked the pipe so you know where to line it up when you're out there to help with quick. We got a nylon bolt with a nylon lock washer, and okay, I got the bolt through there, and we're just going to tighten that down, and that will knock back itself out. You don't want to tighten it so tight that it distorts the pipe. But we're going to tip it over and go here. So here we go. And there she goes. That was pretty simple, wasn't it?
That's very simple.
You're not having to worry about somebody else fishing your spot all the time, and then just your time. I mean, it didn't take us any time.
Right.
You know what, Bill, if you were putting out a group of cedar trees like that, you know, you would have hours and hours of time probably invested in just dropping that one.
Is that my new metal bucket you made?
Can't go nowhere without the longer life. Do what, Bill?
Is that my new metal bucket you made?
Probably is. Really, we've experimented with this tree. The normal application is to lay them down, you know, just vertical and lay them down. What we're experimenting and doing with these, we stacked them and made them horizontal, if I'm right. Vertical's this way, horizontal's this way. And it seems to be working. And I'm thinking horizontal is this way. Am I right? Is that horizontal this way? Bad thing when you nosing into the wind, the lead dog up there is right in the front.
I thought it was pretty good.
I'm the one that hooked you up with all these crappie tree, man, and everything else. You got these baits and rods and reels.
I can't help it if you can't get the fish. It's not my problem.
Look at him. You open it. Yeah, go on. Now.
Get back there for that.
No, I'm all right. I'm gonna stand right up here. I'm gonna get right up here in your seat. It's gonna be a two-seater.
You watch television and you get all these infomercials and you get these people ranting and raving about my product's way better than everybody else's. My stuff works, my car goes faster, or my product makes your hair grow, but this product, we took it out and we tested it pretty hard. In the conditions we were in, the wind was blowing about 30 miles an hour, and after a short amount of time, we caught fish off this product.
What you got, Hoss?
I'm fishing.
Is that a white bass?
Ain't got nothing to do with no white bass. That is a white crappie. Them things are born 10 inches long.
You think they are?
I know they are. They are.
Just let your great catch begin with your family and friends. America's going fishing with G3. With G3.
Visit G3Boats.com to find your nearest G3 and Yamaha outboard motor dealer.
I tell you what, waterfowlers, I shoot the Beretta Extrema 2. I just can't believe how universal in its application this gun is. And it fires every time I squeeze the trigger.
Here they come, here they come.
There's no question that this thing works in all conditions. It's the best shotgun I've ever shot.
Take 'em.
The real deal is that the gun just works and works and works.
Good shot. Wow.
Get inside the Beretta Extrema 2. Blast off at BerettaUSA.com.
This segment of the G3 Sportsman is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Shakespeare since 1897. Berkeley, catch more fish. And Beretta, 500 years, one passion. You know, I know you watch a lot of shows out there and they're trying to sell you on a product or whatnot. You know, you don't see that a whole lot here on the G3 Sportsman. Sure, if we find a great product and it works, we're certainly going to show it and pass it along to you. But you got to figure, all y'all out there, y'all are seeing me. So if that product doesn't work, then man, at the emails, and if I run into you out there in a restaurant or somewhere, boy, you're going to give me the dickens over something that's not going to be working, and what are you even showing that for? It's just a piece of junk or whatnot. So you know, if we're airing this and you know, we believe in it and we're showing it to you, then odds are it is a good product.
Alright. Pretty good crappie there.
That is a good one, Bill.
Yeah, that's nice. Got him right in the top of the mouth. That little power bait's good, ain't it?
Well, yeah.
Got him. That's a nice one.
Well, I'll tell you right now, spot number 2 is dang sight more comfortable, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
He come out here and I figured all we was gonna be doing is fishing them rollers out there, and finally he said, told Eric, didn't tell me, that he's got a lot nicer spot out here, out of the wind.
Well, got a few fish on it too. It ain't very big, but he's big.
And I'm definitely glad that you found us. Well, I got one smaller than you, but I'm definitely glad that he had a,
one spot out.
Of course, every good guide, you know, has got crappie trees and whatever in different locations on the lake, you know, for the wind purposes, of course. And I didn't know that Uncle Bill was that smart, but obviously he is.
I'm a lot
now, you've only got one tree here, though, don't you? I mean, it's not, you got two in the other one over in your other hole, and this one is only the one,
but this
right?
was a secret.
And this one isn't in as deep in water.
No, this is in, we had 14 foot of water here. We were in 26, 28 foot of water out there.
So you had a double tree. This one's just a single.
It's a single tree laid down.
Now, there's also some standing timber in here and some old stumps and stuff like that too, isn't there?
Yeah.
So that just...
And this one's been out a day or two longer than that other one. And
so it's had a little more time for the fish to get acclimated to it.
Right, and it's this is on the bank of a creek. I've tried two things with these things. I just getting a hold of them. I didn't know what to do with them. But
yeah, because you got to figure you ain't had these things but a week or so, hadn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so it's not like you've had a couple of months or whatever to put them out.
There again, you've got your brush pile that nobody else is going to find. It didn't take you all day to put in, and you don't have a mess in your boat. Plus, you're not scratched up and cut to pieces from natural vegetation when you try to put it in the water.
You don't get hung near as much. I'm not going to say you can't hang up on it, because you can. I'm sure you can get hung on anything in the water. But I'll save money on hooks. I'll save time tying on hooks, and I can spend more time with my customers with them fishing.
Just let your great catch begin with your family and friends. America's going fishing with G3. With G3.
Visit G3Boats.com to find your nearest G3 and Yamaha outboard motor dealer.
The Trilene 100% professional grade fluorocarbon from Berkeley is remarkably clear. It has little to no memory and is extremely abrasion resistant. But most importantly, it's the most impact resistant fluorocarbon you can buy, which means you'll hear a lot more and a lot less. Trilene fluorocarbon from Berkeley. For anglers who want to catch more fish.
You struggling to keep bait alive in your truck or boat? Hey, there's a safe and easy way to solve this problem with the new Longer Life Bait Coolers. This insulated cooler with a patented oxygen adapter and mega air pump will keep your bait alive for days. Works in fresh or salt water, and whether it's cold or hot out, the Longer Life Coolers will keep your bait lively wherever you go. Just add water and quit worrying about dead bait. When you're through, just fold the soft sides down and stores in any small compartment. Fish longer with Longer Life.
Yamaha has done it again. A 4-stroke that outperforms a 2-stroke? This changes everything.
The new VMAX SHO is the world's first super high output 4.2-liter big block with all the advantages of a 4-stroke and better throttle response than a 2-stroke. Never thought it could happen?
Never say never, especially when Yamaha's working on it.
Visit discovervmaxsho.com to learn about the new VMAX SHO and register for a demo.
Closed captioning for the G3 Sportsman is brought to you by MossBack Fish Attractors.
And there she goes.
No matter how you stack them, we attract them.
We wanted to get something where we could get this vertically in the water, and we came up with this base, and This base right here, you can fill it full of concrete or probably pea gravel, just anything to give it some weight. Some people may want to put a float in the top, and that way if it gets tippy at all, it'll bring it back to center. It's just it's just a very versatile product. You can do with it what you want. I've taken some 55-gallon drums, cut them in half, and put multiple trees coming out of them. You can put them in a bucket. It's kind of whatever your imagination you can come up with.
I'm gonna tell you what, proof's in the pudding today that we can catch fish on artificial trees. Don't be mistaken now, mossback rack is the real deal. There's no doubt. You've heard it first from the man right here. This is who I wanted to check these crappie on, is Mr. Crappie himself, old Uncle Bill Fondren right here. Bill, what do you think? They work, don't they?
I believe they're gonna work. I was a little skeptical to start with, but I know what's in this box down here.
Guarantee you. Remember 3 words, mossback rack. But that's all the time we got for this week's show. Just remember, guys, we'll be out there somewhere doing something next week, right here
on the G3 Sports.
On the G3 Sports. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. That's what I'm talking about. Now we go catch a mess for supper.
We get after some fish now.
The G3 Sportsman has been brought to you by G3 Boats. A great catch. Fiocchi Ammunition. What's your game? O'Reilly Auto Parts. The professional parts people. Shakespeare Fishing since 1897. Berkeley. Catch more fish. Longer Life Products. Keeps bait alive for days. Beretta. 500 years, one passion. And by Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
So I called Bill Fondren on the phone down here in Texas and tried to talk to him and tell him a little bit about the product. And just to be honest, he was very skeptical. And
oh, wait a minute! I got to go back to the truck.
We will start fishing eventually. I don't often drink sports drinks, but when I do, I drink Gatorade. Stay thirsty, my friends.